Animatronics are pieces of entertainment that are meant to entertain both adults and children, and typically they do succeed in this goal. However, a lot of the time they come off more as frightening, if anything. This can be because of their unnerving looks, malfunctions, uncanniness, or just because of natural aging. Today, I'll be talking about 10 creepy animatronics. Before we start, I think I need to set out some rules. So firstly, the animatronics I will talk about are not intentionally meant to scare people. And secondly, no Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics, because those would simply clog up the list. With that being said, let's start this countdown. Starting off this list is probably the most famous animatronic of all time. Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater was founded on May 17, 1977 in San Jose, California. The mascot for Pizza Time Theater was Chuck E. Cheese, obviously, who had a pretty off-putting look, mostly due to his dead stare and the drunk look he had on his face. Chuck E. Cheese would slowly start to get redesigned to look much more child-friendly. Despite this redesign, Chuck still looks very off-putting to the very least, mostly due to the death stare that the rat can give off. The Countryman Jamboree is a ride at Disney's Magic Kingdom. The ride has a pretty normal cast, except for the big star, Big Al, who doesn't look that creepy in any form but animatronic form. Big Al is very unsettling, mostly due to the fact that he's a very big animatronic, and also because of the fact that he looks like he's about to pounce on you. Also because he has the look of "I'm going to bite your face off." Uncle Klunk was an animatronic at the former ShowBiz Pizza. Uncle Klunk was supposed to be a talk show host whose show was called The Uncle Klunk Abomination. It was also supposed to be funny, but was quite the opposite and made the Uncle Klunk Abomination live up to its name. Uncle Klunk's appearance is quite creepy, mostly due to his face, whose face is quite uncanny, being a weird mix of cartoony and realistic, which makes his look unpleasant to say the very least. Pasqually is the titular chef of the Chuck E. Cheese band. Pasqually's first appearance in the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater was very creepy to say the very least. He had an aggravated look and overtly cartoony look. Pasqually, like the rest of the Chuck E. Cheese gang, would eventually get a redesign. And typically this redesign would make him look much less creepy and more child-friendly. But in fact, Pasqually would still be creepy, and there could be a good argument to say that he is perhaps the creepiest out of all the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics. It might be because of the fact that he is the only human in the gang, but also because he has an incredibly unnerving blank stare, which would be a common theme throughout this list. Tonight is a marketing character used by McDonald's in the late 1980s, who was supposed to target McDonald's to an older audience with his cool shades and piano playing skills. But in fact, in my personal opinion at least, Mac Tonight is unintentionally creepy, primarily due to the fact that you don't know if he's looking at you through those sunglasses or not, but also due to the fact that we've never seen what's under those sunglasses. It's a Small World is a ride in the Fantasyland areas of Disney parks and was first opened in 1964. The ride has an overall theme of peace and international cooperation and has a cute song sung by the Disney Boys Choir. But the thing that really ruins the whole calm and whimsical atmosphere of the ride has to be the animatronic dolls that occupy the ride. The dolls are an infamous part of the ride, mostly due to the fact that they have a pretty uncanny look, and also due to the fact that they're dolls, which makes them even more creepy. The dolls are so infamous and creepy that they have become subject to many creepypastas in the past. Billy Bob is the animatronic bear star of the ShowBiz Pizza place, which was founded in 1980. Billy Bob is essentially the Chuck E. Cheese of ShowBiz Pizza, but is considerably much more creepy than Chuck, mostly due to the fact that it looks like a much more low quality version of Big Al, and also because of the fact that there's a costume version of Billy, which looks much more creepy if anything, mostly due to the lifeless look on his face. The Wall Drugstore is a mall in South Dakota that was first started all the way back in 1931 and has a whole host of animatronics and attractions. One of these attractions is a singing, piano-playing gorilla named Singin' Sam the Gorilla Man. The date of Sam's creation is unknown. What we do know for sure is that Sam was a horrifying gorilla animatronic to say the very least. Due to the fact that Sam was basically neglected, his mask would slowly start to melt, making an extremely creepy gorilla mask that yelled, "I'm gonna rip your face off with my sharp teeth." In the 2000s, Sam would get a much more friendly redesign. National Knife Museum is a former knife museum which is located in Sevierville, Tennessee. The knife museum was the largest knife store in the world before closing in 2014. What does this have to do with the rest of the video? Well, next to the kitchenware area was an animatronic bear and raccoon that would play the violin when you would press a green button. These two animatronics are absolute nightmare fuel, which really makes you want to have one of those knives on you around these guys. Bunyip is a creature from the folklore of the indigenous peoples of Australia, known as the Aboriginals. And in 1972, the Murray Bridge Bunyip was built by Dennis Newell in 1972. You could pay 20 cents to behold the sight of an animatronic Bunyip named Bert, who would slowly and ominously arise from the water. Here, take a look. And the animatronic you just saw is just a new redesign of Bert, because the original design of Bert from the 80s is much more creepy due to the skin of the animatronic decaying super badly. There's even a little baby Bert that would also accompany Bert's rise, who looks equally, if not more scary, than Bert.